The Twosome.Podcast.
Welcome back. A lot has happened in the past. A lot has happened since last time we filmed.
It has. A lot has happened today. My mouth is still numb from my dentist appointment.
What did you have done?
Oh, I don't know. I feel like I'm like gross for talking about it.
Do they have the gauze in and you're drooling on yourself?
Yeah.
And they're like buzzing.
I'm like biting the dentist finger on accident.
Your saliva is like shooting all over the place. Do we want to hit about any updates in your life?
You know, the biggest, I would say the biggest problem I'm going through right now is the fact that we found out, what was the order? We found out that JoJo Siwa was coming to headline at Pride in Chicago.
No, it was
no, it wasn't. I think it was JoJo Siwa first, and then Foxtrot and Dom's is closing. They were like, we got to board up our windows. JoJo's coming into town.
Like during 2020 when all the businesses boarded up their windows, they're like, JoJo C was going to come through she's going to sweep through the neighborhoods.
Everyone hunkered down. JoJo's coming. They're going to come back after Pride. Don't worry, guys. They're going to come out of this bankruptcy.
Once they pay off their $180 million in debt, Foxtrot is going to be stronger than ever.
I'm really sad.
Where am I going to get my overpriced snacks?
Oh, I know. My vegan protein bars. Just kidding, I don't buy those.
Just kidding. Fuck vegans. Fuck those vegans.
Fuck vegans, especially
I like
if you're
my
gay.
meat bars. Oh. But we're gonna be there for JoJo's show.
Oh, I am unapologetically excited.
I'm so excited. I'm not. There's no way
you're a JoJo fan.
There's no reason for me to hide my excitement. I mean,
no. Okay, Julia texted me the screenshot of JoJo coming for Pride, and I said, "Please fucking kill me." But really, what I meant was, "Oh my God, someone pinch me."
Oh my God, I'm dreaming. Autocorrect was so weird with that one.
I don't know who did that.
No, but I am very excited, and the good thing about Chicago Pride is this is free. She's going to be at the free shows, right? During market days?
If JoJo charges, that's an abomination.
Ooh, I can't wait to hear Emmeline sing. I
can't wait to hear JoJo Siwa lip sync to Emmeline.
Well, now we can touch on that. We can touch on our viral TikTok.
Oh my God, we went viral.
We went viral.
Viral for the first time. Well, we've been viral before.
Individually.
Yeah. Let's preface.
Yeah, it's still not even my biggest video, but whatever.
No, it's mine.
Thank you to our fans. Although it was like 50% hate, 50% agreeing.
I just want to know the demographic.
So we posted just a clip of the podcast. It was the part where I was essentially mocking JoJo's voice and talking about how she said that I don't want to say that she said she wrote it. Because that's a lot of the comments are people being like, she never said she wrote it. Show me a video. Show me a picture. Show me where she said she wrote it. And I was like, whoa. This is all just goofs and gaffs, okay?
Also, let's clear the air.
We're not an credible journalistic media site, okay? We're just two gals with a mic.
No, yeah. I want to say, though, we were not talking about Karma.
No.
We were not talking about Brit. Brit Smith?
Yeah, Brit Smith.
We were talking about this artist who wrote this really beautiful song.
Mm-hmm.
And JoJo, I guess, premiered it at her launch party?
The Karma launch party at a bar.
Yeah, and then she goes, "You take it away. You know what she said."
So, well, maybe I don't know what she said because I got blasted in the comments.
Yeah.
But what I remember from the video is her saying, "This song is about my ex. I put a ad lib in the song about her, and I'll show you, or I'll give you the heads up when it's going to come," which is what I was discussing in that clip from the podcast, is where she was like, "You're welcome." And also everyone said I do a really good Toad impression, and then I had to go on YouTube and type in Toad because I didn't really know what Toad sounded like.
You have a career in voice animation. Is that what it's called?
Voice acting. If this doesn't work out, I have my money impressions.
Lots of routes you can take with that.
Yeah, definitely. I'll put it on my resume.
Mm-hmm.
But the song that we were referring to that JoJo played is 1000% this original girl's voice. Like, she did not even take the lyrics and re-record and say, I bought the rights to this song and now it's my song, which is understandable. We understand how the music industry works in that way, which were a lot of comments too. They're like, pop stars buy songs all the time. Like, they don't write their own songs. I'm in the industry. You don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, but no shit, they do. This is like basic knowledge that everyone should have. I guess not a lot
Benny Blanco wouldn't have a job.
Right. Oh my God. And songs get passed around and like put on different artists' tables, and they're like, I want that, I don't want that, I give it to someone else. Like,
and we have that understanding. But what I said was, you can't say a song is yours if the only thing you do is yell once in the background, and because none of the the song was not her voice at all.
Like, what is she trying?
Nigel from the Thornberries. That's what I hear.
I just don't get it.
Also, the video got taken down for bullying, and I had to appeal it. And
okay, yeah.
We got it back quickly.
We were on a high, and then it got taken down, and we were like, oh, fuck.
I know. I was like, this is it. We're done for.
I was like, oh.
And then I appealed it, and I got put up in like 5 minutes.
Yeah, whoever reported it for bullying,
JoJo.
she was like, no.
The song's mine. Oh my God, we're gonna try to get into Pride, and they're gonna be like, ladies, you're on a list, you can't come in.
We're gonna get blackballed before we even show up.
And I'm gonna be honest, I deleted some of the comments under that video because people were being too nasty.
Were they?
I was like, okay, it's not that serious. Like, they're like, she should just
die.
Yeah. Oh. They're like, F JoJo, she's a cunt. She's so untalented. And I was just like, okay.
Okay, I think it's appropriate to make light fun of her, but I don't think you should be telling her to kill herself.
She's just a girl.
She's just a girl making more money than any of us.
She's gonna be fine, but also, how are you as a human being, like, anonymously on the internet that angry? Ours was just like, hee hee ha ha, but some people, I could feel the rage through their keyboards, and it was weird. I was like, you need to chill.
Chronically online, I will say.
Truly. There are even people who are like, what is this toy podcast? What? For us. And I was like, oh my God, our first hate comment.
Oh my God. The haters are my motivators. I didn't know anyone said that.
I was like, oh my God.
Did you delete that one? Because I didn't see it.
No, it got hidden by TikTok because TikTok flagged it for bullying against us.
Oh, how the tables have turned.
Yeah. I was like, TikTok, we're getting bullied too. It's fine.
Yeah, we're the minority.
You
can't take down the minority.
Wait, how are we the minority? Because we don't make as much money as JoJo.
No, because we're just getting bullied. We're the victims.
Oh yeah, we are the victims.
Yeah. Can we elaborate though? What does toy podcast mean?
They probably just saw us as another untalented duo who bought a mic and thought they could make it in the podcast world, which...
Yeah, okay.
We'll show you. Maybe you have some ground to stand on with that one, but just give us about 6 months and you'll see.
You'll see. Mark it in your calendar.
Mm-hmm. We have all of our marketing ideas laid out on the table that we have yet to execute, but we will.
It's happening. It's in the works. We have...
Listen, now that we have more time, now that you're not married...
Oh,
ever since the divorce, we've had so much more time for more podcasts and endeavors.
We can finally see each other again.
No, literally the moment things were over, you texted me more. I was like, oh, I'm unmuted.
Did unmute you.
I fucking knew it.
Oh, the amount of tea I wish we could spill.
I know.
Yeah, so I was on a little hiatus. Still here,
it was a little rough.
Still here.
But look at how resilient we are.
We are resilient. We can make it through anything.
I go, once we get past this, we're going to be so strong.
Like, once we work this one little thing out.
I go, I'm just going to let her go and do her thing. She needs to let out all the steam, and then she'll come back to me. She'll come back to mama.
Look where I am right now. I came back. We're back. I never left.
No. You didn't leave, but you...
What are you gonna say?
You didn't leave, but you were like, I was locked on the back porch slamming on the door and you wouldn't come open it up. That's how it felt.
So you
stayed. I got kicked out. I walked outside.
You were booted to the doghouse.
I walked outside unknowingly. I was like, oh, I'm just going to get some fresh air. And then as I walked out, you went, whoosh,
I locked the
and
door.
locked the door. And then I could see you on the inside. Like we were still communicating, but I was like trying to break down the barrier, but you wouldn't come open the door.
I was like, Julia.
But she unlocked the door for you.
Give me some time.
I'm sorry.
If you haven't noticed, Julia's been out here this whole time.
She's literally has her face pressed against the window. It's okay. We can move on to my date with a cult leader.
Okay. Leader.
So, trigger warning, date with a man. Oh. Just wanted to throw that out there.
Let's bleep out man.
I'll tell the story.
Okay.
So I had matched with this man for a handful of times throughout my years on the apps. And I matched with him and I was like, we meet again. And from there, we decided to actually plan our first date. And he picks a place that is like 30 minutes from my apartment. And I'm like, oh, what neighborhood do you live in? I live in this neighborhood, hoping that maybe he would change his decision and choose something in between us. And he goes, oh, I live in the burbs. He was a very handsome man, so I let it slide. And
were you driving to the burbs?
I drove to this bar in Logan Square.
Okay. Was this a halfway point for him?
I don't know.
The fuck?
I don't know what. I actually didn't.
It's actually next door
I don't
to
remember. Yeah, he actually is the bartender.
Yeah.
He lives upstairs. No. So he said he lived in the burbs, and then I got to the date. As I was pulling up to park, I spotted him in his car. He was just like sitting in his car, no. And I knew it was him. He has a distinctive look. Mm-hmm. So I parked. And I waited like a minute or two to see if he would get out of his car, but he didn't. So I got out of my car and I went in and I texted him and I was like, just parked inside. And then it took him a couple more minutes to enter the bar. And then when he walked in, he was dressed straight out of the 70s. Tight white t-shirt, flowing hair, tight flare jeans with some boots, leather jacket, had a little chain on, very much like straight out the 70s.
Okay, as a lesbian, I would be into that.
It was a good look. It was a good look on him. I was wearing a leather jacket and I like didn't know what to say at the beginning and I go, look at us in our leather jackets.
You said that?
I did. And the moment the words came out of my mouth, I was like, stupid. Shoot. And so then we go sit down. I don't know if he was nervous, but he immediately started talking at me about like music from the 70s. He was asking me if I knew all these artists, and I was like, no, I don't know any of the people you're mentioning. And then he went on to the theater.
Were you just like bored?
I was trying to I was like, no, I don't know, but what is that? You know, that's usually how I react to those situations. But he started talking about the theater and like different writers and directors. And I was like, I don't know any of these people. So the first 20 minutes of the conversation, I had nothing to give because he kind of was just talking at me about all of his special interests. And which is fine. I don't know, whatever. I didn't have anything to say. But he told me, so his job is that he owns a farm. He owns his own nonprofit and he owns his own farm and he lives on the farm and they just grow crops to give to local communities, which in hindsight is a beautiful thing to be doing.
How old is he?
Yeah, he was like 30.
Okay.
29.
Okay.
And then he told me that he hires all these young college students to work on the farm. And I was like, oh, impressionable young minds. And then
on a farm.
And then I was asking him leading questions, kind of being like, so what is this farm like? I'm like, are you guys a community? Do you guys have dinner together? Do you all live in little huts on the farm? And he goes, it's not a cult. And I go, whoa.
The fact that he took the words out of your mouth.
I said, I didn't say anything about a cult. You said something about a cult. And now you've opened up the floodgates, so I'm going to ask cult-like questions. And no, he was very adamant that it was not a cult, but I was like, you're dressed like someone from the 70s. You own a farm. You have young, impressionable minds that you hire to be your farm hands. And he also, he said he built like a stage on this farm, and he would have shows. So he would produce the shows, and he would like write the music for the shows. I'm like, so you are creating your own little universe on this farm that you are just the master of all trades. Like, he wanted to be a musician, so he created a platform for him to be a musician on.
Oh my God.
And then there's also like a co-working, maybe I'm giving too much details. I hope no one's able to identify what this is. I said he owns like a co-working space where people can come like throughout their day and just work there. I'm like,
that's a community for sure.
I'm like, that's a commune.
Yeah.
I'm like, do you have children on the farm, or they're
it's okay. Are they getting paid?
I would say they're getting paid. I don't know in what. Blood.
Corn.
Eternal life.
Oh yeah. Okay. Are they like involved in any religious organization?
I don't recall if he had a religious affiliation.
Okay.
I don't know how to describe this interaction, but then we did start talking about cults, and he was bringing up like certain cults, and then I was bringing up certain cults, and we were just having, and I would say that was the most riveting part of our conversation throughout the date, was just talking about cults.
Okay, that's
like we both knew a good amount about cults from like the 70s and the 80s.
Crazy.
And I was like, why are you dressed like you're from the 70s and the 80s? Like, you are embodying.
I was gonna say, he's embodying what, like, he wants that. He wants to go back to the 70s. The only way he can do that is to build the 70s.
he's building his own decade on his farm.
That's beautiful. Do you not want to run off with him into the sunset?
Would I have gone on a second date with him? Funny thing, he may be watching this, because when I sat down for the date, he said, I looked you up on social media. What's your podcast about?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
And
then,
hello,
cult leader.
Hello. There was one moment, I don't exactly recall. I don't know if I'm just making something up in my head, but I feel like he was talking about people being in relationships just for content. And I was like, oh, he doesn't know I'm going to talk about this on the podcast. So we were only on a date for an hour and a half, which honestly, pretty decent time for first date. Mm. I am in the middle of a sentence. He just gets up and walks away.
No fucking
just
way.
Literally
he walks out on you?
He gets up and walks away to the end of the bar, and I'm like, or to like the back of the building, and I go, he must have really had to go into the bathroom, because he just got up and like didn't even say like, hey, I'll be right back, just one moment, I'll be right back. Just got up, nodded his head, and walked away. And I was like, what?
Yeah,
what? And then he came back after a little while later, and he was like, I'm so sorry, I just got hit with like a huge wave of exhaustion.
What?
I'm like, bro,
what were you even talking about when he got up?
I was talking about like how Chicago really rides for each other, how like Chicago small businesses really support each other, and Chicago artists and locals. Like, this is a pretty supportive community. In hindsight, obviously there are flaws, and there's, corruption or whatever. But at the end of the day, the true Chicago community, they really are strong, and they look out for each other and have each other's back. And I said that exact statement to him, and he just looks at me and he goes, yeah, I don't really know what you're talking about. I don't agree with that. I was like, okay.
And then he got up.
I was like, oh yeah, Mr. Just moved from California. That comment put me off so much. But then when he came back and he's like, I just got hit with a wave of exhaustion, he like paid the tab, put his jacket on. I was like, oh, we're done here. And as we were packing up, he turns to me, he's like, yeah, you're pretty funny. I'm sure your podcast is like good.
Were those his final words?
Yeah. He goes, I'm sure it's pretty good. You're funny. I'm like, you said it like you didn't believe that at the beginning of this date that I was funny.
It was such a condescending comment. Oh, because that's what men fucking do. Did you see the whole drama with Lucas Zelnick? I think that's how you pronounce his last name. And Brooks Schofield. I think that's how also.
I know my girl Brooke, but who's this man?
He basically had him and his sidekick, who I've met them before. I'll insert the picture right here. It's a horrible picture, but I've met them before. But like they had Brooke on their podcast, and they were like, "Oh my god, you're actually funny." As if they weren't expecting a woman to be funny. Like,
what did they expect her to come onto the podcast for? Were they just gonna like try to play mind games and berate her? And see if they could get her.
No, like they want to laugh at her. They didn't expect to laugh with her.
No, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, just like throw out things, and she'd be like, "What? Huh?"
Yeah, like sorry, I'm stupid.
And they'd be like, "Oh, we got her with this one." But no, in reality, women are funny, and a lot of the times, men just don't understand our jokes. I think that's the reality of the situation.
Right. I agree.
But I did see that. I saw that on TikTok.
Yeah.
And it was really sad where, afterwards she was like, I thought we were having a great time. And then I saw all the comments saying, you just treated Brooke like she was stupid. And she's like, yeah, actually, I saw that after the comments kind of pointed that out to me.
Yeah.
I've had men say that to me on so many occasions throughout my life. They're like, you're actually funny. You're actually really funny.
Have you been hit with like, you're not like other girls? Like,
when
they realize you have a personality, they're like, you're like actually cool.
Yeah. Oh, for sure. 1000%.
It's insane.
I'll never forget. I cracked like the most mundane joke to this man. He was like a DJ or something. And he was like, wow, that was actually like really funny. Like, I'm kind of shocked. That was so funny. And I'm like, what? You don't think girls are funny? He's like, not really. Like, usually girls aren't funny, but like you're funny. And I'm like, I'm gonna beat the fuck out of you.
I'm actually going to pistol whip you.
Yeah.
Right now.
Knock you upside your fucking head. Don't you dare say some shit like that. I'm actually like every other girl ever.
Do men just like,
why do they think that's a compliment?
Oh my god, yeah. That's the biggest fucking slap in the face to know that you think so little of women. What? Okay. I don't know. That pisses me off.
No, that is the truth. But in reality, and then, after that date, I just got hit with like the strongest wave of I need a girlfrienditis.
Okay, but then what happened in Boys Town?
Oh, okay. So I went out on Friday for my friend Trina's birthday. Shout out Trina. She is a almost married woman, so she goes to bed quite early. She left her birthday
promptly.
She left her birthday fashionably early to go to bed.
Okay.
To take care of her doggy. And usually when she leaves, I stay back with her two other friends who have also become my friends. Mm-hmm. And it's two guys. Okay, but after Trina had left, this guy just like fucking swooped in. He came to the bar alone. We didn't know who he was.
Oh, random.
His name was I don't know. His name was the same name as someone else that was in our group. So he was like, "Oh my god, we have the same name. I think I know you." Like, I don't know. He just I think he was just saying anything to get in with our group because we were,
cool.
We're cool, young, fun, attractive squad, as I may say. He has like criminal offenses, and he was talking about how he like used to run a scam or something, and then he was trying to get my friend to go in on his business, and then
I would have fallen for that.
It was so weird. I mean, we were kind of eating it up because it was like some form of entertainment. You have those moments where you're like, you know what, let's just see how this plays out, and that was one of them.
Yeah.
And then we were talking about going to another bar, and one of my friends threw out Sidetrack, and this guy was so eager. He's like, yeah, let's go to Sidetrack. I'll get the Uber. Let's go.
Oh my gosh.
So then we all go to Sidetrack. And as we were waiting in line for Sidetrack, someone that I went on a couple dates with, I saw her through the window, and we both were like, oh my god, hi. And then
through the window
as I was in line, she was like sitting there by the bar, and she was like, 1 minute. And then I moved up a little bit, and she like ran to the other side of the window and like put her phone up against the window, and it was our podcast on Spotify. Like, she brought up the Spotify screen, and she was pointing at it and giving heart hands. I wish I had taken a picture, but I was already drunk.
How did she like follow you on Instagram?
Yeah, we're buds on the socials.
When's the last time you talked to her?
Well, I DM'd her after that, but the last time I talked to her in person was our last date.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wait, that's actually so cool. I wonder, this is a scary thought.
Side note, on our first date, our first or second date, she came over to my apartment and I pierced her ears. And I just think that's like such a fun thing. And I asked her, I was like, how's the ear? And she was like, good. And then she DM'd me and she was like, I need another piercing. So,
oh,
go on.
My gosh. Okay. No, I was going to say, I wonder how many people I previously dated like listen or have at least listened to some tidbit of the podcast.
Well, we got 10 plays on our last podcast.
So if you're any of my exes.
So actually we need all of our exes to listen to this.
No, please. I want you guys to come forward and text me. Have you listened to it? They're like this. What is it when you can say something with like no consequence? Like when you tell a lawyer, like you confess to a lawyer. What's that called? It's like it won't be held against you.
You're off the books. You're off.
Like anonymously.
No.
You can. Basically what I'm trying to say is you can come forward and there will be no consequences to coming forward.
Who's that journalist?
But like it sounds like I'm gonna beat them up or something. Just come forward and tell me.
You can DM me and I'll never know that you're an ex of her because I really don't know your history like that. But so you can DM me and then I'll turn it into a little review and I'll post it on our gram because that's what I've been doing. Did you see today I posted my Uber driver's review?
Okay, yeah, what was that about?
I on the way to
You made your Uber driver listen to your podcast. Which episode?
He left a spot that review is from Spotify. He left a review on Spotify. I think it was the Fletcher cult drama.
I feel like that was a good episode.
Yeah, so I mean he seemed to have a good time. He was like a 40-year-old man. Aww. If you're listening and you're not in your 40s, I'm so sorry. But
a 25-year-old man.
He was giving me, I was like, so what suggestions would you like to hear on a podcast? And he was talking to me about like the difference between tavern style pizza and Chicago deep dish. And I was like, great idea. We're not that niche Chicago based, I will say. We are maybe a slight more broad.
Best times to go to the Bean.
Exactly. When to take the L during rush hour. I wish
most popular times for the bus to not show up.
all the time. Lori Lightfoot sightings.
Can you put ketchup on a hot dog?
Some may debate. Yes.
Or some. I love ketchup on my hot dog.
I love ketchup on my hot dog.
Anyways,
we're going really off.
You guys want to
Chicago? I did leave. Whenever people give me reviews, I turn it into a little review and post it on the gram. So if you ever want to be featured,
just please don't say anything bad. Like if
it's funny enough, maybe I'll post it.
If I was like weird on a date or something, don't say that. I don't think.
I hold all the power in my hands for our social media.
Yeah, Julia does manage our social media, so I guess you could say whatever you wanted.
I'm the true decider.
Wait, but now everyone's just gonna be like, okay, so this is what happened. This is what went down with Alyssa and I.
And I'll be eagerly awaiting in the DMs.
The funny thing is, I have more dirt on everyone I've dated than they have on me. My hands are clean. I have not done anyone.
I've already
wrong.
Thrown out a lot of the dirt in my past relationships for me. I mean, the last podcast when I talked about how I sent the STD text message.
Oh my god, yeah. You got to air
paid
that
$5 to have my. Anyways, back to sidetrack. So, yeah, we're in sidetrack. I'm looking for a lady to flirt on, and there was no women. Classic. First of all, ladies, where the fuck are we? And we need to infiltrate Boys Town. I am so sorry. I know we have our own independent parties, which they're fun. And
which I'm not invited to. I don't know about you.
Tomorrow to Dyke Night if you want to come. It's at Music Box.
I have to edit this tomorrow. You get off the hook. What the fuck? What time?
7. No, never. You can't go.
You actually have to sit on your fucking ass and edit this because I was late last
I'm so sorry.
week.
Actually, no. Your calendar's cleared for tomorrow. I'm so sorry.
It truly
I was so
is.
excited. I was like, oh, I'm gonna invite Alyssa. Whoosh. Okay, whatever.
That's okay. I'll survive.
But I know we have like our separate events that we can show up to, and the people that throw those, they put a lot of work into it. And honestly, I've met some friends through those events, so it's so great. But those events are so like friendly and more innocent based, whereas like
no one's making out in the corner.
I want to get drunk and make out with someone in the middle of a bar. Okay,
I'll finger a little bit in the bathroom. No.
Exactly. I want to lick and flick in the middle of Sidetrack's bathroom.
Yes.
Fortunately, that was cut, or else you would understand what that meant. But
I did cut that. Anyway, sorry.
But yeah, okay, maybe I want to have my L word moment in the middle of a bar and make out with someone and get messy. I'm sorry. I'm a young 20-year-old person who's single and I want to have some fun. I cannot go and have a bingo night every week on a Tuesday at 6 p.m. I want to get drunk and have a moment on a Saturday night.
Have a romantic moment in the
Yeah.
bathroom. I agree with you. I think we should set up a poll of everyone who follows us, and I think we should get all 12 of our followers. I want to know, can we get a rager going?
Yes, we can get a rager
A
going.
sapphic rager.
Okay, so Lesbian Social Club, they just hosted at Tao, but that is like too big. I feel like.
Did you go to that?
I did not.
I didn't either.
I know someone who went.
heard
She
about
she
it.
sent me a video of it. Men in the crowd.
At the
I go,
lesbian social event?
yeah, I go, whoa. Why am I seeing men in the crowd in this video? And she's like, yeah, they let them in at 10. I was like, why did they let them in at all?
Them in?
Who let them in?
Yeah, who? How long was it reserved? What time did it start?
I don't know. I actually didn't even know what was going on, even though I do follow their Instagram.
I want to, okay, no disrespect to the organizers, but why Tao?
Yeah, they do just keep having them at Tao, and that is such like it's a really cool venue, but
No one
It
lives over
doesn't-
here that's gay.
that's
for
what I'm
me.
saying. There's all of these queer events. They're always in like South Loop, West Loop. Okay, girl, all of the gays live on the north side, and the west, or in like the west, Bucktown, Wicker.
Yeah. Like, no one lives.
You're the only one that lives out here.
I'm the only bitch.
She's the only one, and
who
she's
lives
out.
over here.
She's gonna be out soon.
I'm getting out.
She's coming down to the queer side of town.
Thank God. I cannot
So,
wait.
moral of the story: we need to rent a warehouse and have a queer rave.
We should rent those places that rent out, like for Halloween stores. The pop-ups.
We should rent out
I actually know a place. It's right around the corner.
Halloween City. What are they called?
Yeah, like Halloween City. But they like only come like once a year.
Yeah.
Party City.
Well, okay. Well, 364 days is up for us. It's open for us.
All right, leave a comment if you would come. Admission probably be like $5.
We're gonna have
Bring
jungle
an
juice.
Yeah. BYOB and bring
Jungle juice.
bring your ex. BYO.
Bring your axe or bring your ex. They're both lethal. So
Wait, axe?
your axe or your ex.
Oh, bring both.
Okay.
You
bring
never
both.
know what you need to be prepared for.
Yes, but continuing about my sidetrack story.
So
So
we're still there.
we're still in sidetrack. I can't leave.
That's
honestly,
kind of what happens at sidetrack.
that's my nightmare. You
keep
wake up and you're
bolting.
still there.
Yeah.
No, so I find the one girl who I find attractive, and I go up to her, and I'm flirting with her. I'm straightforward. I go, so do you like women? No, I'm just, let's not play games. And she goes, oh no, I'm straight.
Do you know where you are?
I'm not okay.
No.
I literally turn around to my friends and I go, the only girl in here is straight. Are you fucking kidding me? Like, you need to get out of here. I need to get out of here.
Fuck.
So insane. Meanwhile,
Did you ask her why she was there?
I mean, she was definitely with like 2 other gay guys. So I guess it counts. It does. Whatever.
Whatever. We'll let it slide. But,
But
like, do better
that
next
pissed
time.
me off.
Yeah.
And then that random guy, he's still included in the story. He was like, he said he was straight, but he was all up on this dude. I was like, it's okay. You're in a safe space.
Yes,
If you want to let loose, you're allowed to. No one's judging you. This is the place to just really come into your own. And he's like, no, I'm straight. I'm like, you're literally your tongue is almost down that man's throat. And then I guess he was talking to that guy he was all up on that guy to try to wingman him to talk to a girl. Because the dude was like maybe friends with another girl. So he was like all up on this man. And then he was like, can you introduce me to that girl? Insane behavior.
That's insane.
I was like, we shouldn't have brought the straight man to the bar. I'm actually...
No, those are the
I'm
ones
perpetuating.
that are problematic, that need to not be let in.
We did a whoopsie.
That's
for
okay.
Sure.
You never know.
And as we were leaving, you know, out of the kindness of our hearts, we just spent the whole night with this man. My friend went and tapped him on the shoulder and was like, hey, we're heading out. And he said that the guy didn't even look at him. Didn't even look twice at him. Just was so enamored by this woman in front of him. And we're like, okay, fuck you. We literally just let you tag along with us the entire night and endured all your bullshit just for you to not even, you know.
That's kind of fucked up.
Look at us when we're saying goodbye. And then we went to Taco Bell. And as we were waiting for our order, the Taco Bell employee goes, Julia, you hungry? Julia, you hungry, Julia? You hungry? She didn't say that to anyone. She did. Everyone else's name got called out normally. John, Sarah, Michael, Julia, you hungry? You hungry, Julia? I step up. I go, starved. I go, starved. And I pick up my bag of food.
You're talking to the right girl.
I go, yup, I like the energy. Starved. I've been waiting for this one all night, sweetie. I'm like, because you already made a scene, so I need to make a scene back.
The one on Broadway in Wellington?
Yeah.
I love that one.
It was
fuck
packed.
shit
It was
up
packed.
there.
I got my spicy potatoes, and my Crunchwrap Supreme.
Ooh, I could go for that right
and
now.
I only woke up a little bit hungover. So.
Only a little
Just
bit.
a smidge. So that was my weekend festivities.
You know what we should do?
What?
We should tell everyone to meet us at Scarlet.
Hey everyone, meet us. Well, I'm going to Girl in Red Saturday.
Fuck, you are. I don't even think I'll be here. I almost bought Girl in Red tickets, and then the chaos happened this weekend.
The chaos. Dun dun dun.
This is horrible. How do people do this? Like,
Flirting?
no, like, how do people like have like a platform and talk about their dating life?
They just have to give no fucks.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure that it's a lot more difficult with a smaller audience because we have a lot less to gain from kind of exposing ourselves. However, building that trust with the audience that like we're going to share these parts of our lives, that's how you build that like friendship, that connection, that like they're coming back for more because they know that they're going to learn more about you and they feel like they're truly getting an insight on your lives.
Yeah, that's true.
You can obviously pick and choose what's personal and what's not, but I think it's fun to like, this is harmless.
It is harmless.
It's not hurting anyone. It's just fun. And you know, if it doesn't pan out, then on to the next one. More content.
True.
Wait, can we plan dates and go to the same place at the same time? We need to do that.
Oh my God, let's do that.
I just saw Pretty Basic, Zayn and Heath, and
I know, yeah.
Yeah, so
Was
they're
that with like Remy?
Yeah, Remy
yeah.
and Ash.
Maybe, I don't know. I just know Remy.
Yeah, so they did that where Zayn and the other girl on the podcast, they planned a date, and they planned a date at the same restaurant for the same time. And then they went to the bathroom in the middle of it, or like they went off to the side in the middle of it, and they did like a little vlog like down beneath, like talking about how their date went, and they played it on the podcast and dissected it the next time. And I think we should do that.
God.
I think we need to like get outside.
I agree. I would love to get outside.
We need to bring this to the streets.
I have been in this apartment for the past 2 weeks.
Yeah, I know.
Get me out. That means I'll have to download Hinge.
Mm-hmm.
Probably tomorrow.
And I'll hit the graveyard.
The graveyard.
The graveyard of matches.
Okay, yeah, let's do that. Thank you guys for choosing to spend this hour with us. Hopefully you're not on like an airplane or something.
Why? Are you threatening them? Do you know something?
Dude, you're gonna get me on a watch list if you say that shit. I'm just saying airplanes are fucking scary sometimes.
Stop, don't say that, because I booked a trip to Colorado for next month, and I've kind of been tweaking about it.
Oh my God, when are you going? I think I'm going to Gov Ball in June in New York.
End of May.
Shut the fuck up. Okay, my friend's moving May.
You want to come?
No, she's moving May 28th to Colorado, and I offered to drive with her. When are you going?
I'll be back the 27th.
That's my birthday.
I'll be back to celebrate.
Thank God you can come to the party.
On Monday? Labor Day?
No, it's my birthday
Memorial.
party. Probably the week after.
Okay, good. Oh my God. I also was like, am I going to be able to go to your fucking birthday party?
Yeah, that would have been a whole event.
I genuinely was like, I don't think she's going to invite me to her
No, I
birthday.
was going to invite you. It was just like up to you guys to like hash that out.
No hashing, just avoiding.
Yeah. Anyway, if you're on an airplane, just, buckle up.
Join the Mile High Club. Find
us.
someone to fuck in the bathroom.
And send us
Would
a
you
story.
do that? Do you get put on the no-fly list if you fuck in the bathroom?
I think you can like get banned from airlines by doing that.
Okay, well, fuck on Spirit. That's fine. You don't need to go back.
Or like Frontier. Yeah, fuck
Yeah.
that shit. No, just don't do it on Delta or like American.
Yeah.
Or even United. Southwest, like iffy, maybe.
I'm a Southwest girly just 'cause.
I've never flown Southwest. Okay, anyway, if you're on a Delta flight, raise your hand.
Where are you going with the airplane? Where are you going with this?
If you're on a Boeing 737.
Stop. I didn't even check what flight I fucking bought. I'm like, I'm not even.
It probably is. They're all Boeings, but like, I don't know, the number matters. It's okay, you'll survive.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you guys for watching. We will.
Thank you guys for joining us. I overpower you.
All right, sorry, I'm just trying to be the chill girl. The chill girl who's tweaking about someone who just texted me.
What's up, guys? Thank you so much for watching. Hit like and subscribe. And the bell notification, leave a comment, preferably not about our feet. You know who you are. Follow us on TikTok and Instagram and
OnlyFans.
And OnlyFans. And we're going to download on Apple and iHeart Radio soon. I didn't tell her
Catch
about
us
that
on
one.
your local news station.
Catch us on the corner, panhandling, handing out stickers with our logo.
We'll be streaming in every laundromat around. What are those TVs? The fat TVs? We'll be on the fat TVs.
Those signs on the highway that tell you to slow down, we're hacking them. We're hacking them and we're broadcasting our podcast onto it.
The announcement that comes on the airplane when they're doing the safety, what's it fucking called, presentation? We're gonna be on it.
The screen's gonna glitch out and we're gonna be like, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the podcast.
What's up, guys? Anyway. Catch us on any platform at all, and in person we'll be at Scarlet. No, we'll be at Girl in Red, and then maybe Scarlet after. Mm-hmm. And then I'll be crying in an Uber after all of that.
Yeah, me too, probably. I'll be like, I'm so lonely.
I'll be like,
it's either I'm lonely or I have to throw up.
Yeah. I want Taco Bell. Yeah. Anyway, thank you guys for watching and listening, and we will see you in our next episode.
See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh, that was a good one.
Slay.